Hello and welcome. So, you're getting ready for your conservation and community engagement quiz? Well, you have come to the perfect place. Think of this as your personal study guide, built to help you nail the key concepts so you can walk into that quiz feeling totally confident.
Our goal here is really simple. We want to get you ready to pass. We're going to break down everything you need to know, pulling it right from your study materials. By the end of this, you'll be more than prepared.
We've set this up to perfectly match your reference guide. First, we'll cover the why, the real purpose behind conservation. Then we'll get into the how, engaging with your guests. After that, we'll tackle some of those tricky topics you'll get asked about, and we'll wrap it all up with a quick check to make sure you are good to go. All right, let's jump right in.
Okay, first things first, we need to build a solid foundation. Let's really get into why conservation education is such a huge, critical part of your job as a Simbavati guide. This stuff is the heart of it all.
Right, sustainable tourism. This is a huge concept for your quiz. But don't think of it as limiting the guest experience. It's actually the opposite. It's about preserving that experience for years and years to come. I mean, think about it. The only reason we have these incredible guest experiences is because we're protecting the environment that makes it all possible.
So here it is, the big takeaway for question 1 on your quiz. Your main job, your primary role is to be an educator. It's all about raising awareness. You're not just there for entertainment, you're there to help guests make that deeper connection between what they're seeing and the bigger conservation picture.
And that brings us to another key topic on the quiz, protected areas. You can think of national parks and reserves as the absolute cornerstones of our conservation strategy. They are the safe havens that wildlife needs to thrive, and they're essential for keeping our ecosystems healthy and diverse.
Okay, so here's a question for you, and it's something the quiz touches on. Why does this conversation about sustainability need to happen beyond the game drive? Why do we talk about it back at the lodge? It's because conservation isn't just a 9-to-5 job, or something that only happens on the vehicle. It's a full-time, 24/7 commitment, and that's a key point for your quiz. When guests see it in practice at the lodge, it shows them that sustainability is woven right into the DNA of the whole Simbavati experience.
All right, so we've got the why locked down. Now let's shift gears and talk about the how. This next part is all about the practical techniques you can use to really bring these ideas to life for your guests and turn a simple game drive into something they will never forget.
Now, according to your study guide, and this is exactly what the quiz wants you to know, these 3 things are your superpowers. Storytelling, using real-world examples right in front of you, and starting interactive discussions. It's all about making conservation feel personal, visible, and like something we're all in together.
I love this point. The focus should always be on empowerment, not guilt. And that is the direct answer to the quiz question about encouraging support. We want our guests to leave feeling inspired, hopeful, and like they can actually be part of the solution.
The quiz really hammers home the importance of community, so let this sink in. Real, successful conservation is impossible without local partnership. The communities here are the frontline guardians of this land. Without their buy-in and active involvement, none of this works in the long run. It's that simple.
Part of being a great guide is knowing how to handle those difficult questions that will definitely come up. So this section is all about the best way to approach the sensitive topics you'll see on the quiz. It's all about professionalism and finding the right balance.
And this really gets to the heart of the best approach. It's all about balance. This isn't about placing blame. It's about helping guests understand the very real, complex challenges that come with people and wildlife sharing the same space. Now for poaching. Pay close attention, because this slide lays out the exact do this, not that approach for the quiz. The key is to be proactive. Don't wait to be asked. Talk about the solutions, the amazing rangers, the new technology, the community programs. You want to frame it as a serious challenge, but one that people are actively and successfully fighting against.
Okay, we have covered a lot of ground. Let's do a quick fire readiness check to see if it's all sticking. I'm going to throw out a question based on the quiz topics. Just take a second, think about your answer, and then we'll quickly go over it. Ready?
So, what's the #1 goal of conservation education? If you said raising awareness and promoting sustainable tourism, you are spot on. That's the core of it.
Next up, can you name those 3 key methods for making these discussions engaging for guests?
Next up, can you name those 3 key methods for making these discussions engaging for guests? Yep, you got it. It's storytelling, using real-world examples, and sparking those interactive conversations.
All right. Why is it so incredibly important to involve local communities in conservation? It all comes down to one word: partnership. They are absolutely essential for the long-term protection of these natural resources.
And last one, what's the recommended way to talk about a tough subject like poaching? Remember, the key is to be proactive and positive. Focus on the collaborative solutions and all the great work being done to fight it.
And that's it. You've gone through all the key material, you understand the core concepts, and you see how they connect right to the questions on the quiz. You should walk into that quiz feeling really good about this. You've got it. Good luck.